Hey guys, how you doing? It's Eric Broadus again, back with another video. And today, what I want to discuss with you is utilizing your military benefits for housing. Now, in the military, what they have for the state side is called BAH. BAH is basic allowance for housing, and so the government or your branch of service will give you this particular allowance to cover the cost of rent in your local area. So basically, it goes by zip code of the base where you're stationed at. Now, overseas is called OHA, which is Overseas Housing Allowance, and I'll get to the VA benefit or the GI Bill. But what I wanted to explain is that with the BAH, you can actually use this benefit to cover the cost of your mortgage. I mean, it makes common sense. So if you know that you plan on being in an area or homesteading for an extended period of time, rather than use the BAH just to pay on rent, why not consider, if that's your choice, why not consider taking on a mortgage or buying a house and using that basic housing allowance to cover the cost of your mortgage. So that way, should you decide to sell or upon a permanent change of station, you will basically have the government basically pay for the cost of your mortgage, and you'll be able to save money. For those of you that may be in overseas locations where where as expatriates we're able to purchase real estate, on that one, unless you know you're going to be in that overseas location for an extended period of time, I probably wouldn't necessarily recommend buying a house, because the government may give you a permanent change of station or give you orders, and you may be relocating or moving. Maybe if you're single, probably every 2 to 3 years. If you have a family, they may move you probably every 4 years. So I mean, you have to weigh that one out. But I would highly suggest, for those that are going to be in any location for an extended period of time, why pay rent when you can own? And then when you get ready to leave, you can opt to either sell it, or if you're going to stay in that location for at least probably 10 years, my suggestion would be consider possibly, if you can or if you want to, taking a mortgage. That way you can use that housing benefit from the government and let it cover your mortgage, and you can get your house, actually paid off faster. Now, there is also the Montgomery GI Bill or the VA loan, and that is something that military members, active duty reserve, and veterans can actually use. So that's another benefit. Now, I won't cover going in depth with the VA loan. The VA does have a lower requirement on credit scores, but if you're going to purchase a home on the VA loan, I believe you're required to actually live in that home for at least, I think, a year or 2 years before you can start renting it out. But these are just some suggestions, and in future videos I'm going to cover other benefits that and other allowances, including COLA, that you are authorized or can be authorized to have in the military, and potential ways to use it. I'm just thinking about using some wisdom. If Uncle Sam is going to provide you the benefit and you don't have to use any of your base pay, then why not use the tax-free benefit and allowance that you get? But more to come. That's all I have for today. Short, quick, and sweet, but utilize that BAH, that basic housing allowance. And for those of you that may be considering going in to the military, if you have a family, more than likely they'll either put you in base housing, or you'll be living off base, so you'll be drawing that benefit also. For those of you just coming in, you'll probably be in like dormitories or quarters. In most cases, they don't allow you to move off base that quick in the first couple of years, if you're not married, unless there's like I think it has to be a 95% occupancy rate on base, and then they'll allow you to move off base. But that's my spiel for today, guys. Please share, like, subscribe, unlike, leave your comments. I'd be glad to respond to you. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and see you on the next video.